What's up, YouTube? Hudsonfan15 back with 2002 as part of the Hudson PC video series. Start off with some regular Bowman base, Bowman Chrome, Bowman Heritage, Bowman Heritage Chrome Refractor out of 350. Bowman's Best, Bowman's Best blue swirly looking parallel thingy out of 300. Don Russ, stack of those. Don Russ Elite, Chicago Sun-Times National Show, parallel numbered 5 of 5. Donruss Signature Series National Parallel 2 of 5. Studio Parallel 2 of 5. Donruss Class of 2001 base. And 2 of the autos out of 100. (2002) Classics. Stack of those. Diamond Kings 2002. Bigger stack of those. I've got a framed parallel and a 2002 National Copper 2 of 5. The 2002 Elite base, Donruss Fan Club, Donruss Best of Fan Club, Artists Marquee Pitch, Fan Club Favorites, Best of Fan Club Sparkly Pinstripey Parallel to 2025. And then I think this is one of those that they included as part of the parallel series, the autographs. And it's probably one of those, only the first so many out of the print run. 10, 25, 50, 100 were numbered, but they didn't really delineate the autograph subset from the main subset, so there's that. National 2002 Best of Fan Club Franchise Features, and that is a 1 of 1. Best of Fan Club League Leaders out of 300. And the jersey version out of 175. Donruss Originals. Got a few different versions here for the different years featured in that particular set. And finally, that's around when I started collecting. Okay, so this is one of those that's going to get a little wonky here. Okay, so these are the base. These are the press proofs to 100. 66 and 100 out of 100. The National Parallel 3 of 5. And Private Signings red, 17 of 25. Donruss Studio Stars, driver's license, or credit card rather, looking dealio. Flair. And then the gold parallel out of 175. You guys can tell this is kind of why I don't do all the parallel chases. There'd just be so many of them, and especially through this era, where we're starting to get into the time frame where they were just cranking out set after set after set, and any like perceived exclusivity was getting completely destroyed because everybody's saying, okay, yeah, that's a one of one for this set. Well, then there's going to be a one of one version for the other 18 sets that are on the calendar. So, is it really that exclusive? So, I think they're starting to get it right now as far as the number of products being released, but I think having exclusive licenses is still a terrible idea. Fleer. Sorry to go off on a rant there, but Fleer Authentics, Fleer Box Score, a couple of Box Score minis out of 2,950. No idea why that was the number, but here it is. This is the Fleer Focus. Those of you with ADD. Fleer Genuine. Fleer Genuine Names of the Game jersey. MLB Hot Prospects. Fleer Maximum. See, half of these sets I don't remember. But I also got out of collecting for 3 or 4 years. So a lot of these were just lot pickups and whatnot, backfilling a collection along the way. So that's probably why I don't remember the products necessarily. Fleer Platinum. I miss a lot of good stuff in that era too, and I know I did, but I was trying to focus on doing a broadcasting career and meeting my wife and whatnot. So this card, which unfortunately was completely just folded in half. Clubhouse Collection jersey. Huge wrinkle on the card. Fleer Premium. Showcase. Again, I might be missing parallels or something along the way. I don't think I am. Tradition. Sort of gaudy look to it. Before Upper Deck made that a thing. Fleer Triple Crown. It's almost embarrassing how many products there were. Ultra, with him signing for the fans. And then a couple of the gold parallels. Leaf. And then the Nationals parallel 1 of 1. Leaf, Shirt Off My Back. 3 jerseys. Now this is a set where they didn't distinguish between jerseys and patches. So again, it's one of those open to interpretation things as far as maybe some of the credibility on some of these swatches, but I'll leave that to you guys. There's one. There's another part of a logo there. Probably in part of the team nameplate. That's probably a number, name or number plate, name or number plate. Ones you can tell with like the real like sharp right angles and whatnot. Probably the name and number plates. And this one's probably more like the athletics across the front. Another one down that line. And then part of that, elephant sleeve patch. So again, it's plausible, but they didn't really do a great job of making it obvious, like Pacific had done with that previous one that I pointed out. Leaf certified base. 2 of the jerseys mirror reds out of 150. And 1 mirror gold 3-color patch to 25. We got certified fabric of the game, copper parallel 17 of 100. And then the 15 cutout version, numbered 11 out of 15, with part of, again, some sort of silver commemorative dealio going on there. Rookies and Stars base. Absolute Spectrum Nationals parallel, numbered out of 5. Absolute Team Tandems, Hudson and Zito. And then 3 of the gold version primes to 50, 13 of 50, 25 of 50, and the better Huddy swatch of the group, 29 of 50. Sorry, A's fans, but I give a crap less about Zito. There's another one I got in an argument with my father one day about was which guy to collect, and he said if you're going to collect a modern era pitcher, collect the younger left-hander, and see how that one worked out. Tools to Trade quad glove jersey hat shoe out of 50. He just was not coming from the same frame of mind that I was just going to collect what I enjoyed, and that's what I enjoyed. 2002 piece of the game jerseys. And then the copper parallel jersey at a 250. Gold parallel smidgen of prime, 32 of 50. And then a couple of fielding gloves out of 50. SP Authentic base. Still got a ways to go, kids. Yeah, that's the end. Okay, SPX. Let's see, we got 3 of these SPX Superstar Swatch jerseys out of 500. I'm sorry, 800. So that lent to the belief of how do you get like one jersey? Does that yield 800, or how many jerseys actually went in to get the different versions? And there's an 800. Actually, I just noticed this. So these 2 are out of 800, and then this one's out of 400. And you just like loot the guy's locker at some point. SPX winning materials duel with Jermaine Dye. 2002 Topps base, probably one of my least favorite base Topps designs ever. That is an awful color for a card. Topps Chrome Aces jerseys with the refractor finish. It's like about 7 of those. Yeah, it looks like refractors, but they're not. But they actually all have individual, uniquely serial numbered holograms on the back of those. So. Finest. gallery, which the galleries were nice idea with the art cards then, and they just did it to death. They just kept coming out with other versions of it. So just like anything else, you oversaturate it, you lose people. Gold label, and this they did not do for this set the class system as they had in previous releases. So this is just the base. Heritage, mirroring the 1953 Topps set, which is one of my favorites ever. That 53 Topps Jackie Robinson is just a landmark card. And then the Chrome out of 553. Stadium Club. Topps 10. This is 10 most wins. He was number 8 in baseball that particular previous season. The T206. Upper Deck base. And then here's those red jerseys I was talking about with Jermaine Dye. So double game worn jersey, red parallel out of 450. And then 2 of the gold parallels, 15 and 100. 15 and 19 out of 100. So again, it would be nice if they'd pictured them in those jerseys, just to show where the A's spectrum of color that red fell, but chose not to do that. Game swatches, a couple of jerseys there. Return of the Ace. Insert. I believe this is Upper Deck Authentic, I want to say. UD Authentic. The 89 look to it. Ballpark Idols, which I believe was these are the cards that came with like bobbleheads or statues, if I remember the product correctly. Diamond Connection. Diamond Connection jersey out of 775. Again, he might as well have just done like a 80s fashion montage in all these videos and all these jerseys rather, and to get them onto the cards. I doubt that they're all like game worn necessarily, because otherwise dude wouldn't have any left. You know, and still it goes back to the disclaimers and all that they were putting on the cards back in that era. MVP jersey. Ovation base. I don't know, other than the color scheme being different, like a silver sort of color. I'm not finding the serial number or standing ovation like it did in that previous ovation, but there's that. And then 6 of these Ovation Diamond Futures jerseys. I stand corrected. Those are all just the ones facing in the same direction. Here's the other 3. So I will have to fix that at some point. That's something that bothers me. I have very few OCDs, but if I have multiple copies of the same card or cards all from the same set, they have to all be facing the right direction. And for those of you who haven't noticed, these are in alphabetical order by set within each year, and then it goes base and then descending order from highest print run to lowest print run if there's serial number parallel, or if it's the same set, then alphabetical order by subset, or numerical order if there's, like for example, when we get into 2005, the absolute memorabilias, you'll see that all of the TT15's are in one sequence, and then all the TT187's are in a completely different sequence. Even though they're very similar, but there was just, I think it was high number, low number in that set. But yeah, So now all facing the correct direction. And then this card is a horizontal back to it, but if it's a horizontal front with a vertical back, I'll always have the card oriented with the vertical back oriented correctly so you can read it. That's, again, super OCD. I know, you can make fun of me, but it's just me. Piece of history. Then we've got Upper Deck Plus. They are numbered both out of 1,125, but there is a white and a gold. They're both card number UD3 in the set, so I'll put the gold first because G is ahead of W in the alphabet. That's all I got. Sweet Spot base. UD 40 man, which is card number 1,134. So this is a big FU to any of the set collectors out there, because that's an impossible set to make. Vintage jersey, and Upper Deck World Series Heroes, future World Series Heroes. Well, it took a very long time, and I don't know that I'd consider his efforts in the 2014 World Series heroic, but good on you for putting him in that set and being prophetic that many years in the future. Alright, so that is 2002. Alright, YouTube, peace.